Hello, I'm Rebecca and Intuitive, and this is Masterful Chats. I'd like to say hello and welcome back to all of my wonderful subscribers, and hello and welcome to those of you who are viewing me for the very first time. Masterful Chats are short, clear, concise, clarifying conversations designed to uplift, empower, inspire, and support you as you move forward along your spiritual path and in your life's journey. And today's chat is about you have the power, and only you. You have the power to create the life of your dreams. Each one of us, at some point in our lives, has felt diminished, unworthy, alone, and afraid. But I want to remind each and every one of you that in fact you do have the power to transform your life, to live your life in love, in joy, in laughter, with cooperation and co-creation, and in harmony. It's really a mindset. It's a way of being to believe that each one of us has the power to make appropriate decisions each and every day in order to create the life of our dreams. Many of the systems on the planet, political, religious, social, economic, have told us that we are less than, have told us that we shouldn't want this or that, have told us that we are victims, and that other people are to blame for our unhappiness, and that if only they would do this, we would be okay. They've kind of got it backward. No one can make you feel badly about yourself. Only we can do that to ourselves. That isn't saying that humans don't need love and acceptance, that we don't need human contact. It's very important. But as we grow and develop through our life, as we overcome challenges and face changes, we either adapt or we can become rigid, unwavering, and very unhappy. By believing in yourself that you have the power, that can only improve and benefit you on a multitude of levels. That doesn't mean that you can force others to do what is not in their highest and greatest good or on their life path. That isn't saying that you can change others. This is strictly about you. Making the decisions, taking the necessary action, and doing the follow-through. Whether that's working on yourself internally, getting some education, increasing the tools in your toolkit, branching out, making changes to your life, who you interact with, what you do. It all comes down to you as a Christed being of light in physical form. I think of the stories of Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, imprisoned and alone. And yet they knew that they had the power, even though they were captive, even though they were held and isolated. They knew that they could change their world and themselves. They were very, very self-empowered. That isn't saying that bad things don't happen to us. That isn't saying that we don't have challenges. But it comes down to an attitude. And it comes down to an ability to recognize what you know and what you don't know. And that means asking for help if necessary. So not only believing that you have the power, It also, in your relationships, allows you to speak up for yourself, to respect others, not to steamroll them, not to trick them, but by standing in your power and knowing that you have the power, you can make the most prudent and effective decisions to yourself. And sometimes we just have to say, well, that's not my stuff, that's theirs. The other component of it is that by acknowledging, by knowing that you have the power, it invests within you the authority, as I said, that you are a fully Christed being of light in physical form, as well as the responsibility. And that responsibility may extend far beyond you. It may be in terms of taking care of friends or your position in the workforce or in the home. By believing that you have the authority and power to make changes in your own life, where you are responsible for others, you will take in account their well-being, what's best for them. If you're head of the household or you're managing people at work, we realize that, yes, we have the power, but that we also have an obligation to others to treat them with respect and kindness. And if we are an authority, to do things for the highest and greatest good of all. The other part of this is that if one feels one has the power, then that is the definition, really, of self-empowerment. Knowing that where there's a will, there's a way. And that we have the ability and drive to do that for ourselves. So let's go over a few things in terms of acknowledging that you have the power to transform your life. One is a positive attitude. The second is reasonable goals. The third is taking action. The fourth is learning continuously. It comes up to that, once again, that word, curiosity. Be curious. I'm amazed. I learn, 1, 2, 3, 4 things every day, and I get so excited. I'm like, I had no idea. And in doing those first 4 things, then the next thing, you're going to be building your confidence. Pat yourself on the back. Say, good job. You did a great thing. We need to be our own biggest and best cheerleaders. And the really big one in these days and moving forward is embrace change. It's going to continue. The only thing that's constant is change itself. And the more adaptable we can be, the better off we're going to be. The most long-lived civilizations in the world were not those with military might and weapons. They were the ones that could change. Those were the ones that were adaptable, were the most long-lived civilizations. And we're the same way. The next one is practice, practice, practice. Just do your best. Cut yourself some slack. And the final one, which I think is true for everything in our lives, is be compassionate and kind to yourself and others. Love yourself, all those parts of yourself. And if you're watching this channel, I know that you want to make your life better. I know that you view yourself as being the ultimate authority in your life, because it is as empowered beings gathered together. Together, we will change the world. One person, one family, one nation, one world, the entire world at a time. It all comes back to us. It always comes back to us. And be sure to ask for help, spiritual, physical, emotional, whatever you need. We're all here for each other. But individually, yes, we do need to come back to being empowered beings, knowing that we have the power to transform and change our lives each second, minute, hour of the day. And as always, follow the joy, the love, and the laughter in your life. Be good to you. And know that our Creator loves you completely, totally, and beyond measure. Just the way you are. Thank you for being with me today for this Masterful Chat. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Wherever you're at in the world, until we chat again, blessings.